Hi, hello students. Welcome to week 4. Before we start to chat a little bit about this week, I did want to cover a little classroom business. Our chapter presentations, I had asked you to read the chapter that you selected um, this weekend or in the last few days, and then to meet with your groups at the beginning of week 4. So there is a spot on our Moodle site that's at the very, very top section, and it is called Chapter Presentation Workspace. And that's a place where you can meet with your group and collaborate, make plans, arrange other venues for visiting together if you wish. But some people have already joined some members of their groups there, so be sure to check into that right away. So that's the business. And then on to week 4. I'd like you to read the chapter. It's dense, it's long, and it's amazing. It has a lot of every piece of these the current events that we're talking about, and the issues around race in this country. So read it carefully. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about racial identity development. So I gave you a handout. I'd like you to read that handout first and then watch the short 9-minute video called A Girl Like Me. It was the senior project of a young woman graduating from high school who interviewed her friends about themselves and their feelings about their racial identity. And then she also, in the video, replicates the study that was done by Dr. Kenneth Clark. Maybe some of you know it, decades and decades ago, called the doll study. And she replicates it with children in her world that she finds and asks the same questions, and is looking to see if the results have changed over the past 60 years. So it's one of those seminal pieces. It's pretty compelling. I find it extremely emotional, but I'd love to hear what you think of it. So just read the racial identity development piece first, and then watch the video. And then I put quite a few other short video clips on for additional resources, because some of you have mentioned wanting to know more about different identity groups, and I wanted to just give you just little snippets to look at and think about. And I also wanted to say, for some of you, since I have read your personal reflections and some of your discussion forums, that even gender, harking back to last week, even gender preferences are evident to children quite young. I think we often think that happens around puberty or adolescence, but in my teaching experience and in the preschools that I'm acquainted with, preschool teachers have shared with me, and my own elementary colleagues have shared that there are many, many children who don't feel like the gender that they were assigned at birth according to their sex. And so you'd be surprised how early children start to self-identify or talk about their discomfort, or ask to play with or dress up in clothes of the other gender, play characters of the other gender. Even children have asked me to call them by a different gendered name. So those issues are occurring, and kids are feeling ostracized and left out. I know we talked a little about the male and female lineups. But when you have binary system, you're either one or the other, it leaves a lot of children who are somewhere in the middle or are uncertain. It leaves them in the lurch, not quite knowing where they belong, where they fit in. So think about that. Also, our work this week and our readings or videos are all going to be touching on these the issues of racial injustice, inequity, discrimination, prejudice, biases, but not only in the personal realm or in the social interaction realm, person to person, groups of people, but also in the deeply embedded systems in our society and in our institutions. So thinking about, even if we could magically erase individual racism and be accepting of all people, we have systems in place that perpetuate racism. And these are systems like education and healthcare, the justice system, as you know, and the penal system. And as I was thinking about chatting with you today, I was reminded that just this last week, I managed to have the time somehow to watch a video. And it was inspired because I had watched the author of the book give a TED Talk. And his name is Bryan Stevenson. And the book he wrote was Just Mercy. And now there's a video of Just Mercy, the film. And I got to watch it. I saw him talking about the justice system and the penal system in particular in his work there. But then I was curious and wanted to see the Just Mercy film. And I'm really glad I did. It too was emotional. It was difficult in parts, but it was also very informative. So I posted links to both of those things, his TED Talk and the movie that was made about his book, in case you have time to watch. It doesn't have to be this week, but just sometime. There was a story my grandfather told me once when I told him I wanted to take his picture. He was 95, and he said, "Oh, honey, we don't take pictures. We believe that photos steal our spirits." So again, I think this is like an extended photo that never ends, and I'm supposed to keep it to 5 minutes, so I will let you go. I hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoy your learning this week. Okay, thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.